everyone! Today, I am going to present you a new 3x3 method that I just discovered. It's a variation of C-flop, and what's interesting about it is that it has a very low rotation count. Let's start by scrambling the cube. The first step is to attach 3 white edges to the white center. The only constraint is that the edges have to be attached to their opposite center, just like the white-green edge. Let's rotate the cube to have the yellow center on top and the blue center at the front. Luckily, as said earlier, we already have the white-green edge in place. All we have to do to complete the first step is the following series of moves. And our first 3 edges are now in place. The second step is to complete the 2x3 block that we have already started creating on the bottom face. To be more precise, we have to insert the white-green-red and the white-green-orange corners between their corresponding edges. To insert the white-green-orange corner, we can do R, U, R prime. As for the white, green, red one, we can simply do F, U prime, F prime. And the 2x3 block is complete. Have you guessed yet what we're trying to do? The third step is to insert the back edges of the horizontal slice. Like the precedent ones, this step is intuitive. Since the orange-green edge is already in place, let's focus on the red-green one. It augurs to be a pretty interesting case. It is trapped by our white-green-orange corner. To free it, we can simply do D prime. And to insert it, I've discovered a very cool algorithm. R, F wide, R prime, F wide prime. In most cases, after this step, we would still have the 2x3 block at the bottom front, not at the left. So let's just do D to put it back in place. To finish the third step, all that is left is to do D2 prime. I know that some of you are probably thinking, hey, we could have simply done D prime. In a solve, of course, this is what you should do. But I did D to illustrate the most frequent case that will appear at the end of the third step. Now, let's look at the progress we have done so far. We have a 2x2x3 block at the back. What does that mean? If we do F2, don't you notice something? We have the cross and the 2 back pairs done. And all this in 19 moves only, without a single rotation. Isn't that wonderful? Now, the fourth step. In some cases, the best option would be to solve the last cross edge and to solve the 2 front F2L pairs, but sometimes it's better to finish the first 2 layers intuitively. In this case, an excellent solution would be to do L prime, U prime, L to pair the red-blue edge and the red-blue-white corner. U, F, U2, F to connect the pair to the white edge and put it at its belonging place. And finally, U, L prime, U, L, U prime, F, U, F prime to solve the last pair. And here we go. F2L done! From here, the fifth step is OLL. And the sixth and final step is PLL. Finally, let's talk about the advanced variations of this method. Instead of inserting the initial 3 edges in after the first 2 corners, it would be possible to intuitively create the 2x3 block in one step. But this would require a lot of experience to be efficient. Therefore, for beginners, it is easier to do it in 2 steps. Another variation would be to, instead of inserting the 2 back edges of the 3rd step one after another, insert them all at once with an efficient algorithm. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this new 3x3 method in the comments section down below. See you in the next video!